it's really hard right now to find data on the sample ratio of fentanyl to xylazine, like in the actual samples that people are getting. The organization that I'll talk about in a minute uses IR spectroscopy and also sends out, but they just get back major, minor, constituent, not any sort of percentages. So I chose the ratios of fentanyl and xylazine to use based on postmortem toxicology in humans, where you can see, which of course is not a perfect readout at all of what was in the original sample, but it's just the best that we have to go on right now. And so from these data, it seems that there's anywhere from a 1-to-1 to a 1-to-10 ratio of fentanyl to xylazine. And so, I used accordingly a 1-to-1 and a 1-to-10 ratio. And we pretty much see similar results in that, at almost all of the doses, at most of the doses tested of xylazine, that, the combination of fentanyl and xylazine, again, mirrored that of xylazine alone. So it seemed to, drive the effect when the two were combined. But yeah, I think it's certainly, it's an interesting point too, because some people have wanted to, claim or have wondered whether the total, the average quantity of fentanyl in these illicit samples is actually maybe a little bit less in those that are cut with xylazine, from the standpoint that maybe dealers are trying to, make their fentanyl last a little longer by adding the xylazine. And so that, I think, is something really interesting that the field wants to get a clear, understanding of. But as of right now, we don't have a complete understanding on that. I think that would be really relevant to know as well.